Labas, fellow travelers. Mark here with Wolters World, and today we're on the Hill of Witches in Lithuania at the spookiest of the carvings here. And today we have for you are some of the superstitions of Lithuania, because Lithuania was actually one of the last Christian conquered lands of Europe, so there still is a lot of superstition, supernatural kind of stuff here. And I lived here for 3.5 years, and I got to see firsthand some of the funny and interesting superstitions that some people take very seriously here in Lithuania. And so I'm going to give you those here now. Now the first thing, it's not so much a superstition, but it's a kind of a thing you need to make sure you do, or I should say don't do when you are here, and that is you don't shake hands over the threshold. So like in a doorway, you don't shake hands there. You either go outside the door or inside the door to shake hands. Otherwise, bad things can happen to your friendship. Now, another thing with your friendship, if you don't want to break your friendship, when you're walking together and there's like a pole or a lamp post or something like that, both of you have to walk on the same side, because if you let that lamppost split you up, it'll split your friendship. And I've actually had it where my friends will literally drag me back around a telephone pole to make sure that we're on the same side, because they didn't want anything to happen to our friendship. Yes, these things happen. Now, another thing we should look at is, what about inside the home? Do I need to worry about superstitions inside the home? Well, one thing has to do with spiders, okay? Now, if you see a spider on your wall, crawling up the wall, that's good luck, and you can't kill it. If it's crawling down, go ahead and kill it, makes no difference, okay? Another thing, if you want to bring good luck to your home, hang out some fat outside your window so some birds can come and eat the fat, and they bring good luck with them. But if you want rats in your house, well, one of the superstitions is if you're mean to a pregnant woman, you get rats in your house. So hey, if you're one of those people that are mean to pregnant women, now you know why you have rats in your house. Now, speaking with that pregnancy theme, Lithuanians want to make sure they have more Lithuanians. So they got a few superstitions about keeping your ovaries and your testes working right. And one is, don't sit on the grass before the first thunder of the spring. Otherwise, it's too cold and it'll freeze your ovaries and you won't have babies. Or it'll freeze your testes and you won't have babies. Also, don't sit on cement. It will freeze those things up too. Okay? I've literally had people drag me off the grass. You can't sit there. You need to have babies one day. Well, luckily they got me off. So we've got Liam and we got all our kids and stuff like that. So, whew, it all worked out in the end. All right, so going back into the home, all right? One thing you don't do in someone's house is whistle. One reason is if you whistle inside someone's house, it means you're going to take some money, okay? On the other side of it, if you whistle, you're calling in the devil. So if you don't want that guy coming in, don't whistle in the house. Now, we have some other things that are kind of more familiar for a lot of places out there. One, if you break a mirror, obviously it's not good luck, but the thing is you want to bury it in the ground, and then you'll be okay. Another thing is, if you're driving and a black cat crosses your path, don't worry, if you hold on to the button of your pants, you'll be okay. And going back to the mirror thing, if you're leaving your house and you forget something and you have to return home right away, make sure you look into a mirror before you go out. Otherwise, bad things could happen, okay? So make sure you go in, look at a mirror and come out, and you'll see that in some Lithuanian homes. They actually have a mirror by the door, so when they go, they can, they forget something, come back, look at the mirror, look at themselves, and go back out. Now, another superstition has to do with flowers. It's more of a courtesy thing. Is here when you bring flowers, you bring odd number of flowers, not even number of flowers. Even numbers, that is actually for funerals, so bring an odd number of flowers. And my last one for you has to do with your bag. You never put your bag on the ground when you're going out, because the money will run out. Okay, fellow travelers, we've left the Witch's Hill just for a bit because there's a couple more kind of superstition things that deal with alcohol when you are here in Lithuania. And you will drink well when you're here. The spirits are nice, and the alus is very good as well. But there's some things you should know. And one thing is, you don't want bad luck or bad amorous relationships. So when someone cheers to you, or you cheers to Isvekata, you always look in the eyes. Otherwise, bad things happen. Okay, so that's one thing you gotta make sure you do. There's also one more thing that maybe you don't want to follow if you're, not too big into drinking, but there is a superstition that says you can't just have one drink. You have to have two, because you only have at least two, because you have one drink, well then only one leg will work, and then you're going to fall over. So you have to have two drinks so you can stand on two legs. So, Isvekata, Alzi. Isvekata.
Sveikata, Marky.
Oh yeah, and then
You have to fill that.
And I had to fill that.
If you don't fill that, after some time, somebody will ask you, do you know why somebody hit the Kutuzov's eye? And you will see, what? You never heard that before?
No, I have not. But see, there you go. So, Svikata, Alvi.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Svikata. Jocelyn.
Esficata.
That means you're next, babe.
I'm up.
Anyway, those are just some little superstitions that I actually saw people take very seriously when I lived here. It is kind of a funny thing, and you will see all kinds of little paganist kind of things and superstitious things here, which is kind of fun in a way. So if you see some Lithuanian superstitions, or there's some we forgot to talk about, put it in the comment section below so you can have more of the fun Lithuanian superstitions. And I wish you to have a great time here in Lithuania. It is wonderful to visit, from Vilnius to Klaipėda to here, the Hill of Witches. There's a lot out of there, and we have videos. 5 things you'll love and hate about Lithuania, things that'll shock you about Lithuania, the don'ts of Lithuania, all on our website at woltersworld.com. Anyway, I'll say Iki from Lithuania. Bye.